Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Please provide a brief opening statement, and then we'll open the call for questions.
Well, obviously for us, we're coming off a really hard-fought game yesterday at Michigan State. I thought we played one of our better games of the season. Really executed well offensively, shot the ball well, and put ourselves in a great position, to try to win a big road game late, and a one possession game, and it just didn't go our way. Michigan State made a lot of plays down the stretch, and were able to win the game in overtime. So I was really proud of my team's effort. I thought we did a lot of good things, and I thought it was a real step in the right direction. You just, obviously it's tough when you feel you play well enough to win, and you don't get it done. So the thing about this league is you got to move forward. You got to get ready. We play a really good Illinois team, a team that's going to be really hungry and does a lot of good things on both ends of the ball, and it's going to be a great challenge for us on Wednesday night.
Thank you, Coach. Let's go straight to questions, please, Darla.
Your first question comes from the line of Rob McCullough with the Illinois Report.
Hi, Chris. What are you expecting from the point guard position for Illinois?
Well, I think they have a number of guys who can handle the ball. I think that's kind of what John has done with his teams, wherever he's coached. And, really I think that's where the game is going. You're a lot more dangerous when you have multiple playmakers, and it's something you see a lot with the really good teams. So, I think they have a lot of options. Obviously not having Abrams as a senior has been, has hurt them. But, when you have by committee, with Tate, with Starks, none can handle the ball as a playmaker, as a combo guard. They have options that they can put out there, and guys that can put a lot of pressure on your defense, and they all kind of bring different things to the table. So, I think what they try to do, when you watch them, is have multiple guys handle the ball. I mean, even Hill, it becomes a playmaker for them because a lot of times he's at the 4 position, and it's a mismatch problem. So, I think they have a lot of playmakers. They play different lineups. They mix up some defenses, and they present a lot of problems. And it takes a lot for your team in preparation to try to be ready for the different things they can throw at you.
Thanks.
Once again, if you'd like to ask a question during this time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad.
Coach Trey Demps obviously made some key plays down the stretch of your game at Michigan State yesterday. With him being a permanent starter in your lineup now, talk a little bit about how his game continues to evolve.
Yeah, I mean, Trey's been playing really well. He was in a little bit of a shooting slump earlier in the year, and he's kind of worked through that, and it's a different role for him. I mean, coming into the year, we thought we were going to have a healthy Dershawn Cobb and be able to keep Trey in that role that he was really good at, that 6-man role where he still plays starters minutes and finishes games for us, but gives us that pop off the bench. So we kind of had to change gears, and now with him in the starting lineup, I think he and Bryant McIntosh have developed a really good chemistry in the backcourt. They play off each other very well. And, we're very reliant on Trey in his scoring. And, he's one of only a few guys we have that when things break down, he can make something happen. And obviously he likes the ball, down the stretch in close games, and wants to be in a position and is not afraid to be in a position to pull out a game just like he did yesterday. So, even though we lost, he wanted the ball and got fouled, made 2 free throws, had a great look at the end of regulation, just didn't go down. So I'm really proud of the way he's been playing, and hopefully he can keep it going as we move forward in the league.
Your next question comes from the line of Nathan Baird with the Lafayette Journal.
Hi, Chris. Sort of a general basketball question. There's been some talk of possibly going to a shorter shot clock, either down to 30 seconds or I guess possibly even lower than that. What are your thoughts on that? Would you think it would be a good change, or would you prefer to see them stay at the traditional college length on that?
I like a shorter shot clock. I think, I just think it's a natural progression, where, for me, I like more possessions. I I think it, for development in players, having to learn how to get into your sets and get into offense and make quick decisions. I've always been a proponent now, as global as the game has gone. We should go to a set of rules that applies worldwide. 3-point line, shot clock. Let's evolve as the game has evolved. And I had a lot of experience in international ball, and it's crazy. For our American play, you go over and play in those international competitions. It's like a whole different game with, a lot of the different rule changes. So, I think there's things that maybe are good what the international rules are, and then there's some things maybe that they should adapt to what we do. But in terms of a shot clock, I think that I've always been a proponent to have it a little bit less. I mean, the women play at 30. The NBA's at 24. We have the highest shot clock in any level, and so I would love to see it go down a little bit and force teams to get into offense, force more possessions, and I think it would help the players, to be quite frank.
Your next question comes from the line of Andrew Kahn with CBS Local.
Coach, sort of along those lines, I'm wondering what you think of maybe the last minute or two of games, which has kind of often slowed to a crawl if it's a close game because of replay reviews and usually teams each having multiple timeouts. I guess I'm wondering what you think about whether, you'd be okay with it, fewer timeouts and or a revision of the replay system where maybe, a call gets messed up now and then, but, not at the expense of then exciting games.
Well, I think having the replay has been good, just because everyone wants to see it. We want to see it right. You want to, and the referees are human beings. There's going to be some human error, and the game is so fast. Sometimes who the ball is off, or is it a 2, is it a 3? There's when you have humans involved, there's going to be sometimes when you want to make sure you get it right. The one thing that I would say, and obviously there's committees every year that get together and figure out how to make the game go better. The one thing that I would see that, again, I talked earlier that the international rule, which I really like, is, I'd like to see us go to where you can't stop live action with a timeout. Force players to learn how to make plays, if a guy's smothered in the corner and trapped, or if there's a loose ball, to be able to bail out and call a timeout, or to have a coach be able to, to stop live action and call a timeout. I've always thought, again, it should be a player's game, and players should learn how to be able to make plays in those type of situations. So, that would be the only thing that I would like to see. Again, dealing with a lot of international games like I have, it's a rule that I kind of like. You have to learn how to, you can only call timeouts and dead balls, and I think that would quicken it a little bit. But it is what it is right now, and obviously as a coach, you got to take advantage of what the rules are and utilize your timeouts and try to put your team in the best position to be successful at the end of the games.
Coach, thanks for your time this morning. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.